Today we're going to be going over 3 crucial lessons that you can learn from Frosty about social media marketing. Now, if you don't know what happened, essentially Nadeshot posted a photo on Twitter of him getting a new tattoo, and Frosty commented down below asking how many retweets would it take for you to get a tattoo that says sex is temporary, gaming is forever. Nadeshot replied back 100,000, and the rest is history. The entire gaming universe on Twitter came together and made it happen, and within 2 hours, the tweet racked up 100K retweets. And after that, I believe the next day or so, Frosty posted a link on his Twitter saying that his sex is temporary, gaming is forever flags were back in stock. So that's really what I want to talk about here. And the first key lesson is that Frosty saw an opportunity and he jumped at it. He saw Nadeshot tweet a picture of him getting a tattoo, and he just asked, how many retweets would it take for you to get a tattoo of sex is temporary, gaming is forever? If he hadn't taken that opportunity, he hadn't seen the opportunity for a viral tweet there, this whole fiasco might not have happened, and 100 Thieves might not have gotten the brand exposure that they did, and he might not have been able to sell out of his flags again. The second lesson here is that he created a massive amount of attention on his brand. The tweet got over 100,000 retweets in 2 hours. I think it resulted in over 200,000 retweets as a whole. It didn't end up getting to 1 million like the second bet that Nadeshot suggested, but nonetheless, it still created a massive amount of exposure that was directed back to his profile page on Twitter. And at its most basic form, that's oftentimes the role that social media and marketing in general plays for a business. You want to create attention. Of course, that's not the only thing. The only thing that matters is not retweets and likes and shares. But I think it's fair to say that at its roots, you want to create exposure for your brand. You want to get eyes on your brand. And Frosty did that by taking advantage of that opportunity and racking up an insane amount of retweets. Now, like I said, getting retweets, getting attention isn't enough. You want to direct that attention to something relevant to the audience. And that's exactly what Frosty did. So that leads me into point number 3, which is that he directed those hundreds of thousands of retweets back to his page where he was selling the sex is temporary, gaming is forever flag. And there's a few reasons why that worked. Number 1 is because he just had a massive amount of eyeballs on his page. And number 2 is the product was actually relevant. It directly played off of the hype that was created around the retweets. It wasn't like he was just selling a random hoodie. He was selling the sex is temporary, gaming is forever flag. So obviously there's a lot of nuances of social media marketing and just marketing in general that this situation doesn't encapsulate. But I think, again, at its most basic form, it does really illustrate what the purpose of marketing is. You want to see an opportunity to grab attention, create a massive amount of attention in the form of shares, in the form of retweets, in the form of collaborations, just getting eyes on your brand, on your product, and last but not least, funneling that attention to a relevant product that your audience wants that resonates with that target audience that you've created. Also, now that I'm recording this video, another idea popped into my mind. In a sense, Frosty also used influencer marketing. Influencers like Ninja, like Tim the Tatman, all retweeted the tweet. So in a weird roundabout way, Frosty actually used influencer marketing to create exposure for his brand and exposure for his product, which eventually, again, drove back to the flag that he was selling. So I don't think that was his goal at the beginning. I think he just saw it as a funny moment, but I do like how he capitalized on it. And I think that makes sense. And again, really encapsulates the general idea of marketing and social media and what your brand should use it for. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on it down below. Do you agree with this take? Do you I'm sure there are some holes in it, so definitely feel free to let me know. But with that said, if you enjoy these types of videos detailing marketing and gaming and esports, I'd really appreciate you dropping a sub down below and dropping a like down below as well. Again, only if you enjoyed the video. And if you want to learn more about how 100 Thieves actually sells their merch, what the marketing is behind that, I do have an entire video on the channel detailing their merch drop strategy. So I'll put that on the screen right now. Again, drop a like down below, sub down below, and I will see you in that next video.